Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of that show that will not be named. I'm your host, Brian, or Game Prince, whatever you prefer, and today we are going to be opening MetaZoo's Paul Bunyan Structure deck. And hopefully we get some good cards in it. Alright, so this deck comes with a little bit of a story. When I was picking up, or first deciding to buy MetaZoo cards in my local Zap Comics, I was a little bit hesitant on Paul Bunyan, but I got it because it was like the only green colored box there, and I had this thing where it's like I bought a blue pack, a green pack, and a red pack, or orange, because it reminded me of the Pokemon starters, and I wanted all three. Wanted all three packs, no question. So, basically, I did that. But Paul Bunyan, I was never too much of a fan of Paul Bunyan. Like I said in my last box opening video, it reminds me of that spooky ride in Carnival. Carnival horrified me growing up. It was a great game, amazing game. But let me just lock this so the two of us don't get interrupted. And now I'm used to this. Is this the same picture? Yeah, I'm not going to open it up. This is a playmat. You know what comes in the playmat. You know what it entails. So, what else we got? We got our next... Ooh, shit, this is cool. This is a different kind of pack from the one that I got in the other two. The, what is it? The Alpha Gator. I get it. Alpha Gator. And the, and Father Time. This is a new kind of pack. With the, I think it's a unicorn on it, yeah. With his little heart ribby. Isn't that cute? Alright, baby, what do we got? First off, I love these coins, man. I love them. Do I wish they were a little bigger? Yes. But not a big deal. So you got your Paul Bunyan coin. I don't think I showed off the Father Time coin. I like how this dude's just chilling out. My kind of guy. Just chillaxing. Alright. Oh, look at you. Very nice. Paul Bunyan just chilling with an axe. A giant amongst trees. Very cool dude. What's his ability? I did learn a little bit about the cards since our last video. I did discover that symbols on like land cards, I guess, they gain like perks. They gain whatever perks are on here. So here you get 75 of something. If I have a thing that looks like trees, or trees are on a symbol on one of these cards. And I also learned that these are have something to do with the cost of summoning the creatures. So that's cool. We have another very small handbook that comes with it. And then, of course, the deck itself. And I'm very curious to see what's in here. Should I even read the back of this? As Paul Bunyan searches for his beloved friend, he stumbles upon a tribe of Sasquatches. Sasquatches. Is that the plural for Sasquatches? It's not Sasquatchi, Sasquatchy, Sasquatchanavian. Hiding in the thickets, communing in grass-made nests, they have allied with Paul after he historically saved their community. Lead Paul and the Sasquatches with this forced spellbook using raw strength and potent power. Very nice. Very sexy. Let's roll with it. And I'm going to need my wine opener again. This thing comes in so much handy. Come on, you bitch. fucking son of a bitch. Okay, there you go. Right, and look at this. I actually got a garbage in the back now. I lied. The garbage is actually on the floor somewhere. Now I'll just throw it in that bag. I got like 3 garbages around here. All right. Right, going right down this list was the coin. That's very important to me. Actually, what I've been doing is when I go to store the cards, I actually take the booklet and the playmat. I knew I'd remember its name eventually, and I just put it back in here. And it's cool because it weighs down the box, because I put the deck, the extra card, and the pack in a separate place to be analyzed further at a later date. Because I really want to, what's the word? I really want to just have a whole episode where I'm just opening these. See what else I can get out of them. But I want to keep that collection separate from the structured decks. So, here we go. We have Paul Bunyan, of course. The man whom the entire deck is based after. Next up we have the Ohio Grassman, in which there's 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of him. The Ohio Grassman. So I'm going to assume all of this is American cryptids and mythology. Because I was looking at, what is it? Father Time. And I'm like, are you sure that's not like, isn't that Scandinavian or something, or Norse or shit like that? This is the 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of the Billy Whack Monster. Now, I'm not sure if all these qualify as like Sasquatches, or if Sasquatches are like their own thing. Billy Whack Monster. I like how, because I've seen a fuck ton of videos on, cryptids and shit like that, and urban monster yada yadas. And I notice every time I watch it, it's always stuff from other countries. It's never stuff from America. But I imagine there's a ton of, American creatures. The skunk ape. See, now this I've heard about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of this. I've heard of the skunk ape before. You see what I mean? Like, I've heard of some of these, and others are just completely new to me. It's his ability. Yeah, it's long and complicated. What's next up is 1 copy of Growth. It's a nice card. Is this movie, does that have horns? Is that a jackalope? Very nice. I just realized. I thought it was just a regular rabbit at first glance. A jackalope. If there is a plant within arm's reach of the arena, bookmark 5 pages from the top of your spellbook. Ooh. I'm really curious where these tournaments are held. I imagine they're held in a fucking building. That make a lot of these decks, I don't know, a lot of the meta shit kind of pointless. Oh, that is so cool. And of course, we have another Power Up Red, which I'm assuming this is going to be in all the decks now. I just assume that. I would really like to know what the hell this thing is, though. Maybe it's like a prehistoric condor or something. Wait, aren't jackalopes real? Give me 2 seconds here. I'm actually very curious about that, because I always heard about them being fake. But then I saw one in, didn't they see one in fucking Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders? Jackalopes. Real. Like a real jackalope. Yeah, that's what I remember. Jackalopes are not a distinct species of rabbit. They simply are cottontails and jackrabbits afflicted with a rare virus. Oh. Well, that's morbid. Next up, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of In the Thickets. This, I really like this card. I like how they leave the art of this up to interpretation, so you don't exactly know what this thing is. Well, you know, it's got like padded feet with claws on it. That's so cool. God, I love that art. That is really good. Next up is 2 copies of, Bookmark. Starting to see a pattern with some of these decks. And then after that is, we have another one of my favorites coming up. Another copy of New Beginnings. What is this, some kind of reset card? Or each caster places their chapter into their spell book. Each caster shuffles their spell book in the bookmark 7 pages. You may not put New Beginnings in the spell book if it contains another page with New Beginning in its name. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Lightning in a Bottle. Love this card to death. Not even specifically for its ability, but simply because I love that art. It's just really good art. And next up is 2 copies of, that's funny, 2 copies of Grand National Park. I'm assuming that's where Paul Bunyan and the Sasquatch live. Or the Sasquatches. So that's interesting. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to predict 12. 8, 9, 10. Wow, I was wrong. 10 copies of Forest Aura. So that's cool. Maybe if I center it more, I can see it better. I don't know. The line's just so light there. You see what I mean? It's so like light in that little area. And that does it. That was the Paul Bite. I feel like these videos are getting shorter and shorter. You know why? Because I kind of know what I want to say and the certain bases to cover. But I gotta say that was pretty interesting. If not for Paul Bunyan, then just for the fact that I really liked the mysterious Sasquatch vibe of the deck. What with the what is it? The skunk ape, the Billy Whack monster, which I guess it's like a goat that stands on its hind legs and hits people with a giant pipe, and the Ohio Grassman. So I guess, I don't know, maybe Sasquatch or not one breed of monster, but a multiple breed. Because I imagine there's lots of forest spirits and shit in lore. I don't think it's, one particular thing. But yeah, this was the Paul Bunyan structure deck, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm also very intrigued that this pack is different from the other ones. So maybe the last deck will be the same. Maybe it'll be different. I don't know. I'm not... I'm assuming... I think all these said Wilderness. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I gotta check the boxes. But, yeah. I might really want to pick up the other boxes this weekend if they're still at Zach Comics. I also know there's another place around here, a comic book store over here that actually sells singles of a lot of these cards. So, yes. I plan on delving deeper down this rabbit hole. So, I bid you farewell. Thank you for joining me for this video. And remember, jackalopes are not an actual breed of rabbit. They are simply a species of cottontails and jackrabbits afflicted with a rare virus. That is still fucking morbid and awful, and I wish I didn't know it now. Have a good day.